The art of silence sadly often feels lost in our relentlessly busy world, a world constantly saturated with noise and ceaseless chatter. But what if the times we deliberately choose not to speak held just as much power, if not more, than the moments we do? How often do we truly pause to consider the profound weight and meaning of our quietude? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that profoundly teaches self-mastery through the cultivation of reason and emotional strength, offers an invaluable guide on precisely when to speak, and perhaps more critically, when to remain silent. Zeno, the esteemed founder of Stoicism, once wisely remarked, "It's better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." This profound saying immediately brings to mind a fundamental question. How many times have we personally regretted words spoken in haste or uttered in the throes of anger? Stoicism doesn't merely present a list of prohibitions. It powerfully asserts that we owe it to ourselves to wield silence as a potent tool for personal growth and inner peace. Imagine for a moment facing life's inevitable challenges with an unshakable, calm confidence, knowing that your silence speaks volumes louder than any words could ever hope to. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence is far more than just the mere absence of speech. It is a deeply felt, meticulously chosen response, an active, powerful force, a strategic plan that can effectively ease disagreements, provide protection from harm, and even deepen our understanding of ourselves and others. But when precisely should we wholeheartedly embrace this profound silence? Together we will uncover 9 pivotal situations where choosing silence is not only an incredibly smart decision, but also a truly life-changing one. As we delve deeper into these timeless lessons, reflect on how practicing Stoic silence might fundamentally transform the way you interact with others, and perhaps, even more importantly, enhance your own precious peace of mind. What if you could effectively de-escalate a heated argument with a calm, measured silence instead of resorting to harsh, reactive words? What profound insights might a quiet pause help you convey about your deepest feelings and thoughts? Join us as we unearth the powerful moments to simply shut up and allow the profound wisdom of Stoicism to be our guiding light. Are you ready to learn more about the deep, transformative knowledge of Stoicism? Let's begin this insightful journey. When unfairly criticized, Stoic philosophy teaches us that this is a unique chance to become stronger and demonstrate unwavering integrity. The core idea behind this ancient wisdom, as the Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, is that if something outside of you bothers you, it's not the thing itself that's hurting you, but how you think about it. He also reminded us that we can change how we think about something at any time. This profound insight tells us that what truly bothers us about criticism isn't the criticism itself, but rather our perception and our subsequent response to it. Consider this. How might changing your perception of criticism make you inherently stronger? Can you recall a specific time when maintaining your calm in the face of unfair criticism completely altered the outcome? For example, if you are leading a project at work and your boss harshly criticizes it, a truly Stoic response would be to calmly examine the feedback, diligently seeking out any useful insights while consciously disregarding any negative information that is not based on objective facts. Epictetus taught that this approach will not only preserve your inner peace, but also uphold your professional honor. Don't just talk about your philosophy, live it. To truly live by philosophy, you must respond with calm, well-thought-out reactions instead of defensive ones. You should allow the quality of your responses and ultimately the excellence of your work to speak for itself. Not responding when unfairly criticized is not just a passive act, it's a strategic one. It embodies Stoicism's call to focus on what we can control our responses and our attitudes. This quiet strength transforms potential conflict into a clear demonstration of your personal fortitude and philosophical dedication. As you navigate life's inevitable difficulties, consider the immense power that silence can lend you. What opportunities might arise if you choose thoughtful silence over impulsive speech? How might this practice not only enhance your own peace of mind, but also positively influence those around you? By incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives. Particularly when we are unfairly criticized, we align ourselves with a philosophy that values strength of character over the fleeting approval of others. This not only fosters personal growth, but also inspires others to emulate the same, especially in today's world where boasting and self-promotion often drown out humility. Stoicism urges us to embrace silence and the wise. Marcus Aurelius says, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In this light, consider how silence in response to boastful behavior can transform a potentially ego-fueled environment into a space for self-reflection and genuine growth. There will always be criticism in life, and often it can be a valuable tool for learning and improvement. However, criticism isn't always fair, and sometimes it's even intended to hurt. In these kinds of scenarios, it can be incredibly difficult to stay calm and act appropriately. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, offers timeless advice on how to handle rude or unfair criticism with class and grace. By embracing Stoic principles, we can transform negative experiences into opportunities for personal growth and inner strength. As Epictetus reminded us, what matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Take a moment to think before you speak when someone criticizes you unfairly. This prevents impulsive reactions and gives you time to process the situation without becoming upset. Detach the criticism from your self-worth. As the Stoics taught, you control your mind, not events outside of it. Know this, and you will be strong. Understand that unfair feedback often reflects the critic's own feelings or biases, not your inherent worth or capabilities. By separating the criticism from your identity, you can view it more objectively. As Marcus Aurelius suggested, if anyone can prove and show me that I think and act in error, I will gladly change it, for I seek the truth. Even in the most unfair judgment, there might be a small kernel of truth. Look for any helpful feedback hidden within the unfairness. Take this as an opportunity to improve yourself and shed unnecessary negative thoughts. As the Stoic saying goes, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. Begin when someone criticizes you unfairly, remain calm and polite. This not only demonstrates your strength and self-control, but also prevents the situation from escalating. A calm response often diffuses the critic's anger and shows your maturity. Focus on your own growth. As Marcus Aurelius said, don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Shift your attention away from unfair criticism and toward your goals and personal improvement. By focusing on your own growth and virtues, you can rise above negativity and continue moving forward on your path. Dealing with unfair criticism can be challenging, but by following Stoic principles, you can transform these situations into opportunities to grow and become stronger. Remember to pause and reflect. Detach the criticism from your worth. Look for any sliver of truth, respond calmly and respectfully, and maintain focus on your personal growth. In this way, you uphold the Stoic ideal of internal tranquility and strength, even when external circumstances are difficult. Stoic silence amidst boasts is a powerful demonstration of inner strength. Imagine you're at a networking event and a coworker is excessively bragging about recent promotions and their lavish lifestyle. Your initial impulse might be to counter their bravado with your own accomplishments. However, Stoicism teaches us the immense power of restraint. If you choose quiet, you maintain your composure and allow others' words to reveal their true character. This approach allows you to conserve your energy for more meaningful conversations. This method not only protects your honor, but also portrays you as someone secure in their own achievements, not requiring external validation. In this philosophy, silence isn't a sign of passivity. Instead, It's a strategic silence that signifies profound knowledge and confidence. Another wise Stoic says, "He who does not wish to be outnumbered by greater benefits should not return one benefit with another. He should return many at once." In real life, this means you should not respond to empty boasts with words, but with the quiet grace of your actions and the undeniable quality of your character. How often do you find yourself responding to someone else's success story with one of your own? What might happen if you instead chose to listen fully? Acknowledging their accomplishments with a simple nod or a genuine smile, while maintaining your focus on your own virtues and goals. Embracing Stoic quiet amidst boasts is a profound way to live a life not defined by external competition, but by inner happiness and true success. It cultivates an atmosphere where one can thrive peacefully and successfully based on genuine self-worth rather than comparative measures. Please consider this lesson and apply what you've learned in your daily life. How could embracing quiet improve your life and your relationships? Please share your ideas and stories in the space below. Let's work together to make each other's lives more peaceful, happy, and successful. When dealing with anger, it can feel like a wild storm capable of sweeping away all reason and calm. But in the midst of this tempest, Stoic philosophy offers a safe harbor, a moment of silence that helps us effectively manage these powerful feelings. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic figure, advised us to keep quiet most of the time and only speak when you have to. Now imagine a day at work where a coworker's mistake leads to hours of extra work for you. Your first instinct might be to lash out in anger, but what would happen if you chose silence instead? By not reacting in anger, you give yourself precious time to think about the situation more objectively. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and instead lead to constructive solutions rather than heated arguments. Think about it. How often has reacting quickly in anger led to outcomes you regretted? What could be different if you took a moment to calm down before speaking? Marcus Aurelius, another well-known Stoic, offers valuable advice in his writings. How much worse are the results of anger than the things that make people angry? This thought compels us to consider the aftermath of our angry outbursts. Most of the time, the effects of an angry reaction are far more detrimental than the initial provocation. Consider the inspiring example of Nelson Mandela, a celebrated leader who, despite being unjustly jailed for years, chose to forgive his oppressors instead of succumbing to anger. This decision not only profoundly improved his own life, but also guided an entire country toward reconciliation. Similarly, using silence when you're angry doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means choosing a response that aligns with your highest self. This practice not only enhances your own inner peace, but also leads to healthier relationships and a more successful life. As you navigate the inevitable frustrations of daily life, remember that silence can be your sanctuary, a place where wisdom reigns supreme. Embrace it, and you may find that the quiet response is not only the most profound, but also the most powerful. Anger is a normal human emotion that everyone experiences at some point. However, uncontrolled anger can severely damage relationships and your own well-being. Stoicism offers practical methods to manage anger by focusing on self-control, clear thinking, and inner peace. First, identify the root cause of your anger. Examine your triggers to pinpoint what exactly makes you angry. Is it a person, a setting, or a specific event? Engage in self-reflection. Consider why these things truly upset you. Our assumptions and beliefs about situations often play a significant role. Practice acceptance. Understand that you cannot change external events. What you can change is how you react to them. Cultivate mindfulness. Keep your mind focused on the present moment instead of dwelling on past problems or future worries. When you feel anger rising, practice deep breathing exercises to calm your mind and body. Pause and think before you respond. Stop and consider the potential consequences of your actions. Try to change your point of view. Attempt to see things from the other person's perspective to foster empathy. Seeing things from their vantage point can help you feel less angry. Reframe the situation. Consider how a Stoic philosopher would view things. Would they deem it insignificant or important? Focus on solutions instead of dwelling on the issue at hand. Think of constructive ways to handle it. Build emotional strength. Learn to control yourself. Remind yourself that you have the power to choose your reaction. Utilize self-control and patience. Practice emotional detachment. Learn to separate your feelings from what's happening. Take a step back and view the situation objectively rather than personally. Strengthen yourself internally by engaging in activities that help you manage your emotions, such as exercising, journaling, or meditating. Channel your anger in a healthy way. Positively redirect your energy into productive activities like working out or creating art. Use your anger as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and adjust your responses in the future. Communicate effectively. Discuss how you feel in a calm and confident manner without being hostile or angry. Managing your anger effectively is crucial for your health and the health of your relationships. You can transform anger into a positive force by understanding its root, practicing mindfulness, shifting your perspective, building mental strength, and finding healthy outlets for your emotions. Follow the advice of Stoicism to find inner peace and live a healthy, peaceful life. Silence in the midst of false rumors is a powerful tool. When people communicate, stories often spread like leaves caught in a gust of wind. When these rumors are untrue, they can cause significant harm and confusion. Stoic philosophy offers a strong response: quiet. Consider the story of a community leader whose dedication to protecting the environment led to false rumors about her personal gain. Instead of addressing each rumor, she stayed focused on her work, remembering Marcus Aurelius's words, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who hurt you." And this leader's decision to remain silent and continue her advocacy allowed her actions to speak louder than any rumor. Her behavior demonstrates an important Stoic concept. It's not outside events that bother us, but how we react to them. How would your life be different if you ignored rumors with silence? What strength could you gain by deciding not to explain, but to continue steadfastly on your chosen path? Epictetus once said that if someone says bad things about you and it's true, you should fix yourself. If it's a lie, you should laugh. This wise leader not only maintained her peace, but also encouraged her community to look past the falsehoods by advising them to find humor in the absurdity. People who initially believed the rumors slowly lost faith in them, but her calm attitude and unwavering commitment demonstrated that Stoic silence can help you preserve your image and self-respect. This story illustrates how Stoicism can be applied in modern life, showing how our reactions to false information can either fuel the fire or extinguish it. It also highlights that silence is not a passive choice, but an active and powerful way to let our lives and results demonstrate our true character. Consider this approach the next time you encounter rumors. How can practicing Stoic silence help you stay calm and focused? How might it change how other people perceive you over time? I encourage you to share your ideas and experiences with dealing with rumors in the comments section below. Your insights could help someone find their way. Rumors can spread rapidly, damaging your reputation, causing significant stress, and creating confusion. It's crucial to develop effective strategies for dealing with gossip in a world where information spreads quickly. Stoic thought offers timeless wisdom that guides us on how to remain calm, collected, and rational when facing such problems. First, keep your emotions in check. It's important to control your feelings when you hear rumors. Reacting impulsively or strongly can exacerbate the situation and give the rumors more credibility. Instead, strive to maintain emotional composure and examine the issue without bias. Pause before you respond. Take a few deep breaths and remind yourself that other people's opinions do not define your worth. Engage in calming activities like mindfulness or meditation to maintain your composure. Get clarity and gather the facts. Unclear thoughts and vague details often fuel rumors. Do not accept them at face value. Instead, investigate the facts. Find trustworthy sources and gather accurate information to understand the true nature of the story. Talk to reliable people who can provide more information before making a decision. Ask questions and seek proof. This method helps you react based on facts rather than assumptions. Think things through before you act. How you react to a rumor can significantly impact its perceived truthfulness. Acting without thinking might lead to misunderstandings and further spread the story. Instead, react carefully and with a plan. Assess the situation and consider the potential consequences of different actions. Respond to the rumor in a calm and accurate way if necessary. Sometimes the best course of action is to remain silent or offer a measured response. Pay attention to your actions and personality. The best way to combat false rumors is to consistently demonstrate your good character. Over time, consistent honesty and integrity can put rumors to rest. Continue to follow your beliefs and ideals in everything you do. Engage in actions that are beneficial for you and genuinely reflect who you are. The more consistently you act, the less likely false stories are to be believed. Practice not caring about what other people think. Stoicism tells you to let go of things you can't change and focus on the things you can. The latter group includes other people's thoughts and stories about you. Remember that you cannot change what others think or say. Focus on what you do and how you think. Accept yourself and have faith in your ideals, regardless of what others may say. Stoic principles like controlling your emotions, seeking the truth, responding wisely. Being consistent and cultivating indifference to others' opinions can help you deal with rumors in a balanced and logical way. By using these tips, you can handle the problems that stories cause with poise and strength, protecting your honor and peace of mind. When confronted with injustice, Stoic philosophy teaches us to deal with life's problems with fairness and inner strength. This is especially important when we face unfairness, as the wise Epictetus said, "Bear and forbear." This maxim tells us to go through hard times without complaining and forgive others for their mistakes. Nelson Mandela fought against racism in South Africa in a way that made this theory very clear. Mandela's long time in jail could have made him angry, but he came out as a supporter of peace and unity, showing a deep Stoic resilience. Mandela didn't just stand there and let injustice happen. He chose to focus on healing and unity instead of getting even. This choice shows a key Stoic principle. Our biggest power lies in our ability to choose how to react to outside events. How might our own lives change if we followed Mandela's lead when it comes to the unfair things that happen to us? Can we choose to show understanding and kindness even when it seems impossible? By staying quiet when unfair things happen. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that the best way to get back at someone who has hurt you is not to be like them. By choosing not to get into a fight and instead developing a spirit of healing and forward thinking, Mandela changed the way a whole country thought about justice and peace. His life shows us that silence is not a sign of submission. Instead, it can be a powerful tool for change and a sign of personal integrity. This Stoic way of thinking doesn't mean passively accepting injustice. Instead, it involves a strategic and principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It's about keeping your inner peace and using calm to inspire thoughtful solutions that address wrongdoing and foster a collective move towards a better future. As we face both small and large injustices, let us remember Mandela's silent strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the most profound response is cultivated in silence, allowing us to build a foundation for meaningful change and a happier, more successful life. Adopting this can transform both personal hardship and communal strife, leading us to a more peaceful existence. Everyone has to deal with unfair situations at some point in their lives. As a Stoic, it's important to handle these scenarios with calmness and knowledge. The ideas of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus can help you understand how to deal with unfair situations. They stress focusing on what we can control, staying calm inside and reacting logically. First, maintain your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius advises that no matter what is going on around you, you should keep your mind cool and collected. Practice emotional regulation to keep your emotions in check. Engage in activities like deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation. Accept what you can't change. Understand that you can only change how you react to other people's actions. Respond logically. Think before you act. Instead of moving impulsively, pause and consider the best course of action. Try to understand, attempt to figure out why the unfair thing happened. This can help clarify the situation and potentially reveal a path to solving the problem. Avoid retaliation. Reacting with anger or revenge only makes things worse. Strive to respond in a reasonable and calm way. Uphold your values, always stick to your principles no matter what. Let your behaviors be based on your core beliefs and principles. Maintain moral integrity. Ensure that your response aligns with your morals and upholds your honor. Set a good example. Show others how to deal with unfairness with respect and honor through your actions. Look for constructive answers instead of dwelling on the problem. Approach the situation with the attitude of finding ways to solve it. Communicate, talk to the people involved in an open and honest way to try to find a fair resolution. Advocate for change whenever you can. Try to make changes to the system that address the root cause of the unfairness. Grow and learn. Stop and reflect on what happened. Consider what you can learn from it. View the experience as an opportunity to grow as a person and make yourself stronger. Future readiness. Gain the skills and information you need to handle similar scenarios better in the future. It is important to stay calm. React logically. Stay true to your ideals. Look for helpful solutions and learn from the experience when you are faced with injustice. If you follow these Stoic principles, you can deal with unfair situations with kindness and honesty, transforming them into opportunities to grow and make things better. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This maxim should serve as a powerful wake-up call every time someone insults us, and it also provides a profound way to deal with insults. Be quiet. This insight tells us that we have the power to choose how to react by opting for silence and understanding instead of immediate conflict. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, faced countless insults and immense resistance in his fight for Indian freedom. Yet he did not respond with anger or insult. Instead, he chose to be silent and to understand. Gandhi believed in ahimsa or pacifism, which aligns closely with the Stoic way of life. This led to a joyful peace. Gandhi's reaction to verbal and even physical attacks was to maintain quiet composure. This often disarmed his adversaries and garnered widespread public support for his cause. How might taking a similar stance when you are insulted change the dynamics of your interactions with others? What could you gain by maintaining your cool instead of impulsively responding with words when someone attacks you? You give yourself space to act with purpose rather than react impulsively. This stern practice not only preserves your inner calm, but also portrays you as a leader who is above petty disagreements. It echoes Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. How much worse are the results of anger and grief than the things that made us feel those ways? Consider this as you navigate the problems that arise every day. Think about the potential of this stern silence in your life. Could it be the key to a better, more successful life? How might your actions affect how other people deal with problems? as we've explored the 9 pivotal moments to embrace silence, from dealing with gossip to facing loss. Stoic advice has illuminated a path to peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the spirit of his words, let us practice the deep strength that can be found in silence. By consciously deciding when to speak and when to listen, this will help us live a peaceful, happy, and kind life. Feel free to incorporate these Stoic principles into your everyday conversations and witness how the power of thoughtful silence can transform your life for the better. If you found this discussion insightful and useful, please click the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to share these profound philosophical ideas with everyone you know. If you're new, subscribe to our channel to receive more profound lessons in Stoicism that will aid your growth. See you in the next lessons.